Welcome back to my channel. So today marks 6 weeks post-op since gastric sleeve surgery. I'll start with my stats. If you haven't tuned in before, I am 5'8". I started out at my highest weight at 275 probably back in April, and then I started losing weight a little bit on my own before actually having surgery on June 16th. I think I got down like 11 or 12 pounds before surgery. My surgery weight was 263.5, and today I am 230.4, so that's exciting. I've only lost like maybe 1.5 pounds since last week, so not much, but I think last week, since I was dehydrated, I did go get fluids last week. I think that contributed a little bit to like how it looked like I lost more weight than maybe I'd actually had, because I think I'd lost a lot of like water weight and fluid weight. So once I got fluids into my system, my body started like holding on to that weight again. So, still measuring as well. I was down a little bit more around like my waist, and I think a little bit in my arms and my legs when I measured this morning. So measurement total since I think May 1st is when I measured myself, when I first started actually paying attention to everything. I have lost 49 inches, almost 50. So that's really exciting that I've lost like almost 50 inches all over my body. And I use the app Remeasure, and it lets you measure like everything. You literally go from like head to toe and measure all over your body, so that you're really seeing all of the changes and not just, oh wow, my waist changed and my hips changed and that's it. So there's a lot of measurements that it tracks. I like that one the best. Sorry, my bird thinks I'm talking to him, so he is talking to you guys. Let's see, as far as how I've been feeling this week, I am still tired a lot. Honestly, the exhaustion is real. So I am just, I don't know, just tired, and I've still had some headaches and just not feeling great most of the time. And I mean, some of that could just be mental health, like COVID related nonsense of not ever getting to see people. Like, I haven't really seen my family in a while. I haven't really seen a lot of my friends in like forever. We haven't even done like virtual hangouts in forever. So I'm sure that's part of it too, but it's just been hard because, you know, we're all in this time of uncertainty. So, and yesterday my mental health took a huge hit. So we decided to pull the girls from daycare because, if you're not aware, they're in 2 separate daycares because of child management assistance, where we get that for fostering our foster daughter. They don't pay for Nora's daycare, so we had to send our foster daughter to a different daycare. So they go to 2 daycares, so that's 2 possible exposures for COVID every single week. Then my husband's also working in the office. Granted, he's not working around a lot of people, they're all wearing masks, but he's still going into the office every day. So we were like, how can we cut our exposures down? Can we pull them from daycare? Cases keep rising, it's kind of freaking us out. So his parents agreed to watch them from 8 to 2:30 every day, and then bring them to me and let me watch them for the rest of the day while I finish up work. So yesterday was the first day of doing that, and I was already not feeling well. I realized later why I wasn't feeling well. I was feeling dizzy, and I'd had like headaches all morning. Just, I wasn't feeling great at all. And it turns out I had like forgotten to take one of my medications for my mental health. And it ended up like, I have a whole bag of medications that I take, and it ended up not in the bag. So when I was taking my morning medicines, I just missed it. So it like immediately will let me know, because I'll start just not feeling well, but I didn't realize that I missed it. So anyway, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until in the afternoon, when I started having what I can describe as brain shocks. I can't really explain it more than that. It literally feels like a zap going through your brain. And I was like, oh my gosh, did I take my medicine this morning? And then I went and looked in the bag, and it wasn't in there, and it was on the counter instead. So took my medicine. It's not immediate to like relieve all of that, but anyway, there was that. The girls came home around 3 and were just crazy with energy, but I was still trying to answer emails and do all kinds of stuff for work. and I really didn't have the time just to like try to run out some energy with them. So I was like, well, I'll put on something for them to watch on TV, or, you know, they hadn't had a lot of screen time, they can watch a movie or something. No, like, would not be placated with that. And if I took my eyes off them for a second, they just destroyed things. It was terrible. And full transparency, I ended up at one point shutting myself into the bathroom to do deep breathing and crying. So it did not go well. And I was like, they're going back to daycare. I can't deal with this. So we did not send them back to daycare. I was like, let me give it this week and at least try like really hard to, you know, make it work. So I decided they really need some structure. So I'm just gonna make time to take them and let them run out some energy this afternoon, whether we take a 30-minute walk or go out in the backyard, let them play on the play set, whatever I can do to run out some of that energy. And then try to give them structured things to play with, like have some reading time and then have some coloring time. I don't know. We're gonna do something because they've got to have some structure, because that was miserable. So, yeah. So I don't think that helped either. Just my mental health it's already been suffering, guys. It's not been good. And just so you know, I am still going to see my counselor on a regular basis. And I know that's really important, especially when you're on a weight loss journey like this, where it's rapid weight loss, because things are changing so fast and you're having to deal with so many different emotions and, you know, hormone levels are all messed up. So there are some days where I feel happy and good, and the next day I'm feeling down, and it's a roller coaster. It's all over the place. I don't know how Steven's dealing with me, because I mean, this is probably, I would say my hormones right now are worse than they were when I was pregnant. So I don't know. I don't know how he's dealing, because and maybe it's because he's not here during the day when I'm dealing with the bulk of my hormones. Because normally by the end of the day, I'm just like, okay, let's get them to bed and let's go to bed. I'm done. So I don't know, but weekends have been pretty bad because I just literally want to sleep all weekend. Like that's how I've been coping. So, so yeah, maybe things will get better. I know last week I told you guys that they had said 2 to 3 months of maybe fatigue and that kind of thing. So I'm just kind of, you know, I'm in I'm in that 6 week window at this point. So still at like 2-ish, like in the 2 month zone. So I'm really hoping it gets better. But so far I'm just tired. My body is just tired a lot. And I think, again, it is probably the lack of calories. So restriction wise, a lot of people on the support groups I see will talk about how restricted their stomachs are. Like, oh my gosh, I can only eat so many tablespoons of this, or a third of a cup of this, or whatever. I do everything by ounces, and I normally measure it out first. I had been able to eat like 3.5 to 4 ounces. And I thought, well, maybe that's why I'm stalling. Maybe I'm eating too much. Maybe because like I eat too fast too, and that's a problem. I've been trying to work on slowing down my eating, but it's so hard because I'm just used to scarfing down my food and being done, because normally chasing toddlers or whatever. So it makes it hard to like eat mindfully, eat slow. So I've been measuring out about 2.5 ounces now and trying to make myself eat really slowly. And that's satisfying me, which is fine. So like I feel not full, but like satisfied. And before I was almost getting like those like gas belly pains where it was like, oh, maybe I ate a little too much, but it was obviously too late because I already ate it. So I don't know. Maybe 2.5 ounces is better for now. But despite going down in ounces, I haven't added additional meal times, and I probably need to do that because that means I'm not getting as many calories in. So, yeah, I don't know if that's part of how I feel. I'm still drinking 2 protein drinks a day. I'm using Premier Protein. My doctor was cool with caffeine, and I'm doing better with water. I'll explain why I'm doing better with water in a minute, but while I'm on this caffeine thing, I used to love the caramel macchiatos from Starbucks, and obviously I can't have that now unless I did it like sugar-free somehow or something, and that's just too complicated, and it wouldn't be the same. So I heard that you could get like the iced coffee, the Starbucks iced coffee, and then get the caramel Premier Protein shakes and mix those together, and it tastes very similar, and it's just really good. So I got some caramel Premier Protein in today, and I got the iced coffee delivered last night. We're doing grocery deliveries and everything. Don't worry guys, I tip really well. But yeah, so I'm excited to try that. I think I'm gonna try that tomorrow morning. But normally I'm either having a vanilla shake or a chocolate shake. I got like a 4-pack of banana, and I've been drinking them because I have them, but I'll be honest, not my favorite flavor. I also tried strawberry, not really my favorite flavor. There's also this company called Bomar Nutrition that does like protein shakes and well, not like pre-made protein shakes, but like protein powder. And I've heard so many great things, so I ordered cookies and cream for that, and then I have a sample pack of a bunch of other ones that I'm planning on like trying with almond milk to see if I like them. But I did buy the cookies and cream because I'd already heard that it was like the best one they had. So that should be arriving, I think, tomorrow or today or something. So maybe I can try that tonight. I don't know. But just trying to give some diversity here because I'm literally having like the same things every single day. Lunch is normally 2 or 3 slices of thin sliced ham and then a mozzarella cheese stick. So that's pretty much every single day. That's what I've had. I was rolling the ham around the cheese and then just like taking bites, but by doing that, I think I was getting more gas just from like, I don't know, like I guess it was such a big bite, or maybe I wasn't chewing it small enough. I'm not sure. So now I'm like eating them separately and trying to slow down. And I think that went a little better at lunchtime today. Other foods that I've been liking, chili with high protein. I will make up a can of chili and then put the bowl in the fridge and just serve out little bits of it using my scale. My scale has not been that reliable lately. I think the girls have messed with it too much. It was a Weight Watchers scale that I'd had forever. So my food scale I'm talking about, actually the regular scale too, they get on it and jump on it and stuff. So it's probably ruined as well. But anyway, the food scale anyway, I might need to get a new one because I think it's like off a few ounces sometimes, and that could obviously make a big difference for what I'm eating. So I'm looking at possibly getting a different scale, but in general, I'm satisfied with what I'm eating on a daily basis. I'm not like unsatisfied. I think I mentioned that I made ricotta bake for the family. I'm planning on doing that again this week, and this week I'm going to include ground beef. So, you know, because I can have like soft meats now, so I can have ground beef, and I have had ground beef like in my chili and stuff, and that's been okay. So hopefully that ricotta bake will be good. It's basically a lasagna alternative, and it's pretty good in general, but I'm excited about putting some meat in it. I think that'll be good too, and more protein. So, but I think that's about it. I'll show you my incisions. They are all completely healed over. So last week after the video I made, the little pieces that were still kind of sticking out, that kind of freaked me out because it was like a little, I don't know, kind of like a clear stitch that was sticking out of my incisions. Those fell off, all of them did. So they're now completely smoothed over. So I'll show you incision update and just my belly. I know last week I was wearing a size 16 pants. I'm wearing a size 16 shorts today. These shorts are Lucky brand, size 16 women's, 16W. So they are a little curvier. I've had these for a while. I think when I was down about this weight before, like when I was like after having Nora, but they were really tight if I tried to wear them when I was like typically in a size 18. So they're fitting better now. So let's look at the incisions. So completely smoothed over here. And then these up here are smoothed over. Yeah, so these are a size 16 in Lucky brand shorts. And I've got a little room in them, which is kind of nice. So they're not like skin tight. So, yeah, that's pretty much my update. I might take some more photos and put them up for you guys at some point, but hopefully you liked those photos last week. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. Bye.